A woman made a video saying when she goes to events that it's dominated by women, 70 to 80%. She said, black men, can you give me answers why you don't go? What I'm gonna say is satire. It doesn't have anything to do with me. Women can't continue to get on the internet and demonize men and say, when we're out, never approach us ever, and think that that won't happen. Imagine as a man, you were just scrolling on the internet for days, weeks, or whatnot, and then you just came across so many videos of women saying, oh my God, men, leave us alone. Don't talk to us, don't approach us. When we're out, we just wanna have fun with the girls. At some point, they'll say, okay, you got it. Now, with that being said, a lot of interest-based hobbies or communities are always going to cater towards women unless you build them out. For example, I'm launching a spades night, spades tournament in Chicago. I've been having so many men like, I'm ready for this, I'm ready to go. A little bit more competitive, a little bit more manly thing to do. Women play spades, please spare me. One of the biggest problems that the internet has allowed everybody to do is to tell on themselves, right? 30, 40 years ago when the internet wasn't prevalent, women might think these things about men in the nightlife or this, that, whatever. But now since you can prop your TikTok up and you could say all these things and then it goes viral and then you open the comments, it's 2,000 people in the comments, all women agreeing with you. Okay, you read that and say, okay, I want to approach you when I go out. You have women on the internet saying, when I go out, I'm only using men for drinks. And then you'll have 500 women in the comments agreeing. You'll have women making videos saying that I love being in a section when I don't have to do anything for a man. He could just spend money on me and I can go home. Which is okay, like whatever. Just stop telling on yourself. The event scene is dominated by women because women still, with all of this information that they give about not wanting to be bothered by men, at the same time they want men's attention. All I will ever say is, stop telling on yourself on the internet so much, and then maybe some more men will come out. As it pertains to community and clubs, it just has to interest a man. You know, paint and sip might not always interest a man. At 30 years old, the kickball club might not interest a man, right? Spades night though, in Chicago, we'll see y'all soon.
Men avoid public spaces now because they know one wrong interaction can get twisted into accusations. Why would any guy feel safe in environments where women can blow things out of proportion instantly?
Hot take, but definitely should not be a hot take, is that women should be having free entry all night. Okay, maybe not all night, at least like the first 2 to 3 hours, because why is it as women, the ones that bring all the men over or bring all the people into parties, why are women paying? Like, can we bring back what it used to be back in the early 2000s and 90s and 80s? Heck, everywhere before now? I only say this because I'm ready to be outside. I want to have a good summer, but like, all those prices rack up, and I honestly feel like they're attracting less people coming in, or at least less people, women, coming in consistently by them adding charges to every single thing. Or at least if we do pay, can I at least come with something? Like, we literally pay to just stand there. There's no like, oh, if you get a $20 ticket, it comes with 2 drinks. It's like, no, you're just paying to stand. I mean, because last I checked, men don't go out to party with men, so can we please bring back some culture?
Modern entitlement shows up in full force with today's boss babe mindset. Men don't even bother going out anymore because they know the moment they do, they're getting attitude from someone who thinks the world owes her everything. No wonder guys are stepping away from nightlife. Women who bring nothing still take up all the space.
I know inflation is real because men don't even send bottles to the tables anymore. In pre-COVID, I used to go out with my girls and we wouldn't spend a dime. Like, that was guaranteed. Like, that was common knowledge. We weren't going to spend a single dollar because guys from a distance would just be like sending Patron, Casamigos, like, enjoy. Not even try to come to us to talk, to harass us, bother us, nothing. I know people have had horror stories of like guys that would buy you a drink, bottles, and then if you wouldn't pay them attention, or they assumed that because they bought you a drink or a bottle, they were going to take you home with them. And if you didn't, then they would like hurt you outside of the club. I'm Dominican. I never experienced that. We used to be in the Dominican clubs in the city, in Jersey, everywhere. And the bottle girl would just come up to us like, hey, they asked to cover your tab, or these guys sent you this bottle, and those from afar just like wave like, enjoy, enjoy. Not even come up to us and try to harass us. Like, literally just like, enjoy. Ahora, ni una juca, mi amor. Nothing. Not even a hookah refill. Inflation, man. Inflation's got us girls spending our own money. I don't like it.
With rising costs and shifting norms, men aren't wasting their time or money on women who offer nothing back. Entitlement doesn't get rewarded anymore. You actually need to bring something to the table.
Here's why you should stop going to the club. Guys, the club, in my opinion, is the biggest time dump ever created. It is literally a place where poor people go to frequent to escape from the sad, uneventful lives. You want to avoid this place like the plague. Loud music, drunk people. What are you accomplishing from going to the club? Nothing. You can't even talk to women there. The women are there with their friends and they're there to reject you. So don't sit up here and act like the club is a great place to meet women. I guarantee you, if you look nice, you dressed well, and a girl saw you at the mall and you went up and spoke to her and introduced yourself and looked confident and talked confident, you will have a way better chance of attracting that woman in that environment than any club. And then when it comes to time and energy, you need to be working your butt off to be more successful as a man. You shouldn't have time to go to the club. You should be focused on working every single day to get yourself ahead so you can have a better life. The club has zero return on investment.
Men go out, spend money, and try to enjoy themselves, only to get dismissed by the same loud, bitter crowd that complains about everything. At this point, most guys see no benefit in trying to engage in those environments.
Everyone on this, don't mind me, I'm rolling out. Everyone on this app is like, where are all the hot guys in New York City? I go to these bars, I bar hop, and I see zero hot men. Where are they? They're running, babes. Unfortunately, they're running on the East River or the West Side Highway. More so on the West Side Highway, so way more eye candy last weekend when I ran there. Sometimes Central Park is good, but I think the rivers are your best bet. They go to bed early on the weekend and they wake up and they run. That's where the hot men are at.
When a woman is searching for a husband in a bar, it already tells you everything. The only women who go husband hunting in a nightlife setting are the ones with the lowest standards for themselves.
As a man, what do you wish women understood better?
Personally, I wish women understood that we're not gonna fucking buy your drinks for you. Every single time we go out, we are not buying your drinks.
I bought about 3 different women drinks tonight. I think I got numbers from all of them. I don't know if it's going to bleed anywhere, but, you know, I ain't against it. So I don't know about that one.
So why do some girls feel like it's okay to approach a guy and say, hey, do you want to buy me a drink?
Well, because that's a normal bitch thing to do. Like, literally, if you're a random broad, if you're a random bitch, the first thing that you're going to do is walk up to a fucking good-looking guy in the club and ask him for a drink. That is literally the MO. That is the playbook for the random bitch.
Men aren't walking ATMs, but some women act like approaching a guy means he owes them drinks, attention, and validation. That mindset alone drives men away. It's exhausting.
Why would I, as a lady, pay $40 to get into the club with 1 hour left? I'm standing out. First of all, this is the type of club where you make a reservation and you get in free, but I guess you're supposed to get there before a certain time, but didn't specify that you're supposed to get into the club before a certain time. So I'm trying to show the guy my code. The one guy talking about, oh, you got a reservation? This hating ass other man talking about, that's not good. It's $40. Why would I pay $40? Why would I pay $30? Why would I pay $20? Why would I pay $15? And then it got to the point where dude was asking me, oh, how much are they trying to charge you? I said $40. He said, hell no, they charging you $40. You're a girl. And they gonna tax the fuck out of me? Yeah. That's quick math. What are y'all talking about right now? If it's 1 hour left in the club, everything should be half price. Like, and if I made a reservation, I made a reservation. And you didn't say I couldn't come past a certain time. So it's like, what are we talking about?
Women turn on women, and they turn on men. Yet they claim men are the problem. Guys pay their way into clubs and bars without complaint, but women act like they deserve luxury treatment just for showing up.
I don't know what's happening to club culture, but the girlies are not wearing heels in the clubs anymore. And as a 34-year-old, I know I don't look my age, but as a 34-year-old, do we need to come out of retirement and teach the girls how to wear heels, or like what heels you need to shop for when going out in the club? Because the amount of flats and sandals that I saw is just like
Part of the thrill of going to the club is dancing on the couch in your heels. You got to figure out how to strengthen those ankles so you don't break them. Like how to maneuver. Like it's a rite of passage. I feel like you don't appreciate wearing a flat if you aren't dancing on the couch in the club. I don't know, y'all. There's just something about a cute little heel. You know, we gotta figure it out. We gotta bring heel culture back to the clubs, because what are y'all doing? What's going on? What are y'all even doing? What's the purpose of going to the club if you're not gonna dress up?
In today's culture, the goal has become dressing as provocative as possible, like it's some badge of honor. The higher the heel, the louder the message she's trying to send.
I don't think I can date. Actually, no, I know I can't date someone who goes to the strip club. I just finished all the episodes of Love is Blind season 9. Allie, I think that's her name. She was saying how she doesn't like men that go to strip clubs, especially, if you're in a relationship with someone, why do you need to do that? And it doesn't come from a place of insecurity. It's not that I think that my man is going to cheat on me with someone at a strip club. For me personally, it's just a turnoff to think that that's my man's idea of fun. This is just my personal dating opinion, my personal preference when I'm looking for a partner. For me, it's disrespectful because you're going there to sexualize other women when you're in a committed relationship. And even if you're not in a relationship, I'm just not into guys that do that. I just want my partner to be interested in other experiences. And again, I know not everyone is going to agree, and that's okay. Like, this is why everyone has preferences and how they navigate relationships and how they see, a partner. But for me, I just think that's disrespectful and just very lustful.
Well, now men don't even want the interactions women complain about losing. Congrats, you pushed them away completely.
Her ordering a drink all by herself, then guys, what are you doing? You better swoop in and tell her to keep her credit card to herself and order that drink for her. It'll instantly have her thinking about you all night, and it's an easy way to break the ice by asking her what kind of drink she wants.
All right, you're making me angry now. It's almost like she knows this advice is wrong. I guarantee you that girl took that drink from a stranger. Oh, you're so nice, thanks. Got the drink, thank you, have a good night, and walked out his life with the drink in hand. If you're in a major city like I am in LA, a drink can run you $16 to $18. That's with no tip. 2 drinks can run you freaking $40. You could have went to lunch. My whole point is this: never, and I mean never, use a "can I buy you a drink" as an opener. You reward women with drinks for compliance. Yes, I said compliance. Sue me. If you walk up to her, y'all are vibing, y'all are having a good time, conversation's flowing, yeah, sure, of course, offer her. But to go and use that as your opener, what you're basically doing is, hey, can I buy your time? By the time we wait in line, I get the drink, that gives me at least 10 minutes. Don't go into your trick mindset. Talk to her. If she's friendly, offer the drink. If not, keep it pushing.
Women don't want their men going to strip clubs, but back when she was the one on the pole entertaining every guy in the room, suddenly it wasn't an issue. The hypocrisy writes itself. Modern women have no shame, and more men need to realize it. Stop flashing money to impress them. It only feeds their entitlement.
Dating culture for sure needs healing, because what do you mean I go to a bar and this guy buys me a drink and everybody at the bar is like, like everyone was like shocked that a man bought me a drink. It was like they were watching a TV show. Like suddenly people sitting next to me are like whispering about it. People sitting on the other side whispering. The bartenders are like, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, are we okay? So I go to this bar by myself. I was just kind of exploring the neighborhood. I was going to bars I hadn't been to because I was staying at a hotel nearby. And the bar was kind of new, so I go in there. I just wanted to just experience it and get a drink. I literally just got a beer. Sat by myself at the bar with a beer. Within 5 minutes or so, the bartender walks up to me and he's like, hey, the guy at the end of the bar wants to buy you a drink. And I was like, oh, okay, who? And I go and I look, and this guy's like, ooh. He's kind of goofy and not my type. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was kind of thinking about it. And then the guy walks over and he was like, I just want to say you're so beautiful. And I would love to just do something nice for you. Love to buy you a drink if you don't mind. And normally I'm not really cool with doing that, because accepting a drink from a man you're not interested in can lead to some very crazy and sometimes dangerous situations. It's kind of a safety issue, because if you're not interested, men don't tend to react well to that. But he really was saying that he was doing it just to be nice and that he made it sound like it was low pressure. I was like, okay. So he sits down next to me, and I don't know why. I guess maybe people were surprised that I like accepted the drink or that I allowed him to sit next to me. It was just a very weird reaction from everyone at the bar, like, oh my gosh, he's buying the drink and he's taking the drink with her and he's sitting with her. It was like, not that people were saying that to me, but people were like looking at me. The bartenders were like, I'm like, are we like, is this really that weird? I could tell, like, yes, there was a bit of a discrepancy, maybe like conventional attractiveness. I don't know. This man had like a very strange beard and like, he was wearing kind of funky clothes. I don't know. He seemed nice though. I was like, whatever, he seems nice. I'm not doing anything. I'm bored, I guess. So I'll accept the drink. It felt like such a presentation. I felt like I was suddenly had the spotlight on me, like right now, and everyone was watching my life like a reality show. Like people were just like looking over and they look away and they're like, oh, I'm like, is this so unusual? Like men are not buying drinks for women that when they do it, people feel like they're watching a show. So I chat with the guy. He asked me about myself. I, have some casual conversation. He throws out a bunch of compliments. He asked me to take his number. I take his number, just, and I talked to him for like, I don't know, 20 minutes. And then at some point I was like, okay, nice meeting you. And then at some point he got up and he walked away, and it was very normal. He was not like doing too much. He insisted that I take his number. I think he knew that I wasn't going to use it for anything, but whatever, just to humor him, I just took his number. But I think we need to kind of normalize when men buy drinks from women. Like, it's okay. I just couldn't believe how people at the bar were reacting. They were just making it seem like something really crazy just happened. And for anyone in the comments is like, wow, that was a waste of money for him or whatever. Like, it wasn't a waste of money for him because he had all eyes on him in the bar for 20 minutes. Everybody in the bar was like, wow, he must be cool because she's talking to him. So it wasn't a waste on his part.
Is female privilege real? Yes, it is. How come women get to have free drinks at a bar from some dude rubbing their thigh for 20 minutes and men don't? It's not fair. Fellas, redistribute the love.
Dating has turned into a maze of unrealistic standards. No one dates anymore. So the chaos in shows like Love Island is the closest thing people get to excitement.
Ladies, let me remind you, nothing is ever free. There's always a catch. If some guys offer you something and they're like, I just want to get you this, or I just want you to come on this trip for free. He's not a nice guy. He has a rock hard boner and he wants to sleep with you. So no one's buying you nice things just because they feel like it. They're not. Like back in the old days when I thought that guys wanted to be my friend. I was like, no, they literally want to be my friend. No, they don't. No, they don't. No. Nothing's free.
That old privilege is disappearing fast because men are done entertaining disrespect and double standards. They're simply opting out. It's funny because the same logic applies both ways. Nothing is free for anyone. People forget that until the roles flip.
And it goes back, even when you're at the bar, women will test you. Can you buy a drink for me?
One of the most famous
One of the most common tests to weed out the beta male barnacles from the guys who have a backbone and say, no, I'm not buying you a drink. You can buy me a drink. You've automatically separated yourself from the rest of the herd. Women subconsciously throw that test because any guy that has ever bought a woman a drink, a random woman a drink at the bar, I guarantee you nothing good ever came from that.
Women keep taking and taking, but when it's finally your turn, suddenly there's nothing left to offer. Stop pouring energy into people who only show up to benefit from you. Thanks for watching MGTOW Voice. Show us your love by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Support us and help spread awareness for men around the world. We welcome a healthy debate and discussion, so feel free to comment and share your thoughts.